It is Wednesday, June 3rd, and this is CONCACAF VideoSignals. Today on VideoSignals, the FIFA Congress started yesterday in the Bahamas. We'll bring you the news from the meetings. Costa Rica hosts the USA in a top-of-the-table World Cup qualifying clash tonight. We'll preview the game. The Vancouver Whitecaps took a large step toward qualifying for the Champions League last night. We have the story. Then, we end the show with the CONCACAF quiz. The fourth-place finisher in CONCACAF World Cup qualifying will host the first leg of a two-game playoff against a team from South America for the final South Africa 2010 berth. Yesterday, at the FIFA Congress, CONCACAF was drawn to stage the first match on November 14th. The fifth-place team in South America will host the second leg on November 18th, with the aggregate winner completing the 32-team World Cup field. The two-day FIFA Congress followed the CONCACAF Congress, which was held on Monday at the Atlantis Resort on Paradise Island in the Bahamas. CONCACAF comes to its midway point in World Cup qualifying tonight, when second-place Costa Rica hosts table-toppers USA at the Estadio Ricardo Saprissa in San Jose. The Americans have never won against Costa Rica in Costa Rica. In 7 previous World Cup qualifying meetings in the Central American nation, the Ticos have 6 wins and a tie. The last time the Stars and Stripes traveled to Costa Rica for a WCQ, the home side won 3-0. 6 players on the current U.S. roster started in that game, including goalkeeper Tim Howard and defenders Ogoche Onyewu and Carlos Bocanegra. Costa Rica is 2-0-1 in the final round and possesses an impressive 9-1-1 overall World Cup qualifying record. Its last qualifier was on April 1st, a 1-0 win over El Salvador. The Ticos are a perfect 6-0-0 in home South Africa 2010 qualifiers, conceding 0 goals over that stretch. The USA is unbeaten in the final round with 2 wins and a tie, and like Costa Rica, have a 9-1-1 overall record. Its last qualifier was a 3-0 home win over Trinidad and Tobago, a game which saw talented youngster Jozy Altidore notch 3 goals. The Americans are 3-1-1 in away WCQs, winless in their last 2. VideoSignals will have a full report on the game tomorrow. The Vancouver Whitecaps have put themselves in the driver's seat for a spot in the next Champions League with a 2-0 home victory over Toronto FC last night in the Nutrilite Canadian Championship at Swangard Stadium in Burnaby. Ansu Torre scored both goals, 1 in each half, as Vancouver jumped into first place. The Whitecaps completed their play in the competition with 9 points in 4 games and have a +4 goal differential. Toronto FC now has 6 points after 3 games with a 0 goal differential. Toronto will need to win its final match on June 18th at the already eliminated Montreal Impact by 4 or more goals to win the tournament. A Toronto victory with 3 goals or less in difference, regardless of the score, will give Vancouver the title. Now it is time for today's CONCACAF quiz. Yesterday, we asked you to name the player who scored the USA's only goal the last time they scored in Costa Rica on July 23, 2000. Many thanks to all who emailed a reply. The correct answer is Ernie Stewart. Stewart scored in the 66th minute of that game. For today's question, we go to the CONCACAF Gold Cup. Simply put, which team has the most wins in CONCACAF Gold Cup history? If you think you know the answer, please send an email to videosignals@concacaf.org before 12 p.m. New York time tomorrow. Those who answer correctly will have their names placed into a weekly contest where the winner will receive a CONCACAF prize. Well, that's all for today. Thanks for joining us at VideoSignals, your source for CONCACAF news.